If you had asked me 5 years ago if this is where I thought I would be right now, I would tell you absolutely flippin' not. I would be planning retirement, but that is not how it went. And today I thought I would share with you just how we got here, which is having to rebuild in our 60s. Hi, I'm Kim. Welcome to my channel. 5 years ago, we bought a business. It was a well-known franchise in Canada, and for the first year, things went swimmingly. Everything was going great. The plan was we were going to work in the business, which we were, and down the road we would scale down or scale back, and eventually we would just kind of oversee the business, and maybe down the road we would sell it for a profit. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned, and as we all know, as they say, tell God your plans and he will laugh. And he got a seriously good chuckle out of us. So we bought the business, things went well for the first year, and then everything started to change, as it did for a lot of people. COVID was a big part of it. The end of COVID, inflation, shopping, the way people shop changed, everything. So many things changed. And then things just started piling on top of each other, and the business was becoming more and more difficult to run. We were investing more money, more of our own money in the business to keep things afloat, and we realized that this was not sustainable. So after speaking with our accountant, we realized we had to get out. The problem was this was our livelihood. We didn't have jobs and we didn't have unemployment insurance because we were self-employed. We also had bought our dream house, which that is a whole other story, but it was costing us a fortune and something that we really couldn't afford without the business. So not only did we lose our business, our livelihood, and possibly our home, but we were in this new reality of what now? I mean, retirement plans, that was like that was just something down the road. Like that wasn't even our main concern. A roof over our head and food on our table was our main concern. So what did we do? Well, we had to think fast and figure stuff out. Fortunately, my husband had started applying for positions before we actually handed back the keys, and was able to get a job. So he had a job that helped a little bit. But as I spoke about in a previous video, it took me 7 months to find a job with no other income and a mortgage that was absolutely choking us. That was not good at all, and needless to say, we were not doing well. I mean, emotionally, physically, everything seemed to be going downhill. We weren't sleeping, it was a horrible, terrible time and a huge gut punch. And this isn't even accounting for all the feelings that you have. We were embarrassed. We stopped seeing our friends. I felt like people didn't really want to even be around us because what do you say? Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry. Hate to be you. But, at the end of the day, you realize that you got to do something. So, like I said, my husband was able to find a job. And I was able to find a job after a while. And, we just started realizing we were faced with a new reality. We couldn't go on trips. We were stretching our dollars, saving money where we could, but we were rebuilding. We had challenges with the house, and I will make another video out of that. To tell you how we handled it, but for the most part, we have just had to rebuild step by step. It has not been easy. We are in a small town, so everybody knows everything, but we are doing what we can to rebuild. And like I said, it's a lot to go through because it isn't just the financial aspect of it, it's the emotional aspect too. And it does take a while to get back on your feet. But finally, I'm happy to report that I am starting to feel normal again. No, we cannot go on vacations all the time. And no, we are not going to be able to retire anytime soon. But that doesn't mean that our life is not good. We have a lot to be thankful for. And honestly, it is showing me things in life that I had forgotten about, the simpler things in life. So there is some good that comes out of this. And I don't want you to think that this is a oh poor us video, because it isn't. It's about having to rebuild when things don't go your way, and that is exactly what we're doing right now. And I thought one of the things that I'm doing is I did start this channel, and I started it because I wanted to document our journey, not just for ourselves, but for other people who are maybe going through something similar. We are every day faced with this new reality, and it is a challenge, and there are good times and bad times, but we are getting through it. And if you are going through a bad time right now, or you've lost money or jobs or whatever, I encourage you to follow along, because we can rebuild. We just have to have the right mindset. And sometimes it does take a while to find that mindset, but when you do, it's a really good thing to start over and embrace some of the opportunities that it brings to you. I hope that you got some benefit from this, and if you are going through a difficult time, you're not alone. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I would love for you to follow along on our journey. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye for now.